Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Solo Queue Hero number 4, brought to you by Esports Canada TV. We are hanging out today at the uh, Happy Gaming Turbo, I believe it's called.
Happy
And
Turbo.
yep, that's the land we're hanging out at today. And I'm joined today with Brent Frank Ribberty, my good friend. How you doing today, Brent?
I wouldn't know if I would call it a good friend.
Oh, Brent
No, I'm
actually
doing.
thinks, sorry, the Frank actually thinks he's the best caster in all of Canada. And I think we're about to prove him wrong today.
Yeah, we're gonna throw it down with Jackson here. Yeah, I'm casting from home, so I have a little bit less of the at venue experience. Are you personally there right now? Like, are you actually rocking it over there?
No, I'm at home in my bathrobe. Got some coffee in front of me. You know,
The
the
comforts
ideal
of home
casting
life.
location.
Yeah. All right. Well, for those of you who don't know, the solo queue hero format basically consists of everybody signs up as an individual player. And then afterwards, you kind of just get matched with a random mishmash of other players, such that in the end, the ELOs and the skill levels of all the players, or all the teams rather, will balance out so that we have a really, really nice tournament. Now, at the end, and I've been involved in a lot of these kinds of tournaments. In the end, you see a huge a kind of outbreak of these really nice team fights in the beginning, like this game. I don't know that the team fights are going to be all that great. First of all, because it's early in the tournament. Second of all, because we have Tony and OMG. I got ganked on these teams. Really, really feeling for the other players there.
Yeah, I've been personally coaching Tony throughout the week. He is my protege, and I've had a pretty close relationship with Tony in the past. I have ran teams in tournaments run by Esports Canada named God damn it Tony, and he's been a lot of inspiration for me in this game. So I really do hope that he's able to pull through in the top lane. He's really been putting in a lot of work, and he's really looking to become one of the gods of Toronto. That's what he said to me. So we'll see if he's able to do it. Like we said, there is a mishmash of player levels and skills, so Tony might have the opportunity. And for you guys out there who don't know exactly who Tony is, it's Lancelot ALB, one of the big ups in esports Canada, and he's putting it all on the line right here today.
Yeah, I do hope that halfway through his game he doesn't just quit. That would really
Yeah.
not be good. It's happened in the past with other elements of his life, and I really hope that that's not the case today. So let's talk about some of these picks. We've got some good bands. I think the bands in the beginning are going to be pretty general. Some of them will be focused.
Yeah.
Like Nidalee, I think is a pretty good ban against OMG. I got ganked. Though he does play a lot of Jace as well, so for their team to be banning that out seems a little
Yeah.
bit odd to me. But at the end of the day, you can't really complain. It's going to be, I think, a pretty good game regardless.
Well, actually, like I said when I was coaching Tony, I did say basically just ban Italy every game because you're gonna get wrecked, and it looks like that's the strategy that they're following. Tony is he's not got the widest champion pool, but oh my God, Gank doesn't really either. So we'll see how they actually play out. However, the Lee Sin ban obviously being hard focused towards that Lee Sin baby, who is a challenger Lee Sin player and has been all over the scene doing all of these things. He's actually, I believe, he's one of the players that got a sponsorship to play League of Legends, and obviously he's probably pretty good at Lee Sin if you get a sponsorship to play League of Legends. And by
Yeah,
sponsorship, I mean scholarship. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. So it looks like Tony Baloney here deciding between Mundo or Mundo. We all know he's probably going to pick Mundo. The Udyr pick here, so it could be a Rumble coming out. Yeah, there it is. Wow.
Yep.
So he plays a lot of Rumble, this OMG I got ganked guy. Also plays a lot of Jace. Not necessarily the most standard of picks, but regardless, he does play the champions quite well. And I thought, honestly, it might be Udyr going top because Udyr is just a super hard carry in lane. In
Yeah.
fact, there's been a lot of situations in the past where, just these top level teams that are in, smaller tournaments such as oh my goodness, why can't I think of that? What is
Inhibitor
that?
tournament.
No, no, no. It's the NESL used to run the tournament. I'm
Go
so
for low.
silly. That's the one. Go for lols. Udyr would actually be a super popular choice for the top lane because he could just wreck that lane and then just kind of hard carry from there. But comfort pick, Rumble. Not too surprised to see it come out of this guy, as I actually don't think I've seen him play anyone other than Nidalee, Rumble, and Jace.
Rise. You can't forget about
Ah,
that Rise.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, it was all right.
The infamous I'm not going to build here until 25 minutes into the game Rise. Anyways,
Oh yes.
the Mundo is actually really good against the double AP comp of coming out of the purple team. We'll call it Team Lee Sin Baby from here on out, just because he is kind of their star player. So we do have 2 ignites as well, meaning that Mundo is going to have that TP advantage, and Boomlight in the middle is also going to have that TP advantage. We see them really focusing around that bottom lane. Tristana, sort of the whole protect the hyper carry comp that we've been seeing a lot in competitive play lately, whereas on the other side, it's kind of the we're going to run at you really quickly and throw down a whole bunch of AoE ultimates and try and blow you up. So we'll see if they're actually able to play it well, if Boomlight can actually press R quickly enough and on the right target. And that way Tony's death score might not actually be that high this game.
Uh, I think I'm gonna make a prediction here and say that Tony may not die all that much. He is rocking teleport, but I don't think that he's gonna do so well. Rumble is so hard to lane against.
Mhm.
It's just not a fun time, and when you're playing against somebody that's as high caliber as OMG, I mean. Yes, he got carried there, but he still has the mechanics to at least hold his own in a solo lane. So that's going to be kind of fun to see how that one plays out. And Jackson, you're in your bathrobe. I'm in my boxers. I think we're ready to take on this game.
I think so. This is classic Canadian casting coming out of the Frank and I. We like to be classy when we cast. You guys are lucky. They wanted us to do the webcams, but I thought that I'd spare you guys a little bit of that trouble. So
Yeah, I'm in my wife beater, ready to go. This is
yeah, man.
Day of Champions.
Day of Champions. So Tony picking that Mundo up. I think he's gonna be farming with cleavers. I don't think he's ever gonna get in melee range of, oh my god, I got ganked in the top lane. We'll just see if it's gonna be like a mini game for Tony where he just throws cleavers at minions until he's tanky enough to where it doesn't matter. I think that's probably what we're looking at.
Yeah, max that cleaver, rock it down. Uh, Interesting choice though. It's going to be Karma in the mid lane. We really haven't talked about that too much, but Karma and Zillion rocking out the teleport. Zillion probably one of my favorite champions, and I'm kind of like the Zillion hipster. I was playing him before he was popular, and he's just super annoying, man. Like super annoying to try to kill, especially if he's got the Zanyas, max CDR. There's a lot of things that he can build towards. Even if he just builds raw damage, it just sucks, man. It just
Yeah.
sucks playing against the Zillion.
Zillion, I'm also one of those Zillion hipsters. I've got that groovy Zillion skin. I'm a big fan. He actually is really good in lane 2 against matchups like Ahri. He absolutely wrecks Ahri. The only thing is, he does have some mana issues on early in the game, and against something like a Karma, he's really not gonna be able to punish her that hard because all she needs to do is shield up that bomb damage. It's really easy to do, obviously. And I think it's a good idea for him to pick up that TP because he's going to need it in the mid lane, especially against somebody of the caliber like Lee Sin Baby. He's going to be putting on quite a bit of work on the Boomlight, who is one of their star players along with Pikachu in the support lane. So we'll see how that lane goes, but Zillion won't be as abusive in the actual laning phase as you might expect, just because that Karma matchup is so good against him.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Excited to see Udyr come out here though. It's kind of a cool guy.
Yeah.
I wanted to do an Udyr cosplay so bad. I wanted to do like all 4 stances, and I posted in the TLC 9,000 people, and nobody wanted to do it with me, man.
Oh, you would
Yeah.
have 4 people to do it?
Yeah, you'd have
I
to
don't
have all
think anyone's as tall and as fit as you are, Brank.
Dude, what are you talking about, tall? Udyr's
That's what
not
I mean.
tall.
Well, I
Wow.
mean, to like match up with you, like the turtle form doesn't grow like 2 feet, So
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying.
The consistency, the continuity wouldn't be there. That's my only issue. You'd probably
I
have to
gotta
get some girls to help you out with that or something.
some what?
Some women, some ladies, some girls.
Wow. I'm really upset right now.
Aha!
This is upsetting.
You're the one who said you're the best caster. You should have a response to that. Come on.
Actually, you know what though? I think you would do a pretty good Mundo. Not because of the six pack or anything, but that grill, pretty similar. It's got a pretty similar grill.
Yeah, I got that tongue action too, because I'm not
Yeah.
very good with hygiene, you know?
You gotta brush, man. You gotta brush, after every meal, at least twice a day, you know.
Yep. The cavities are real.
As are the gaps. Oh my God, I just had I have the Riot Games stream just on pause right now. I
Yep.
had that open and I looked down and I saw the chat was flying and I was like, "Oh my God, we have 240,000 viewers on our crazy solo queue. Is it
They're all
that
here for you,
popular?"
man. They're all here for you.
I believe it, best in Canada. What do you want? It's tough, Had to work my way up.
I'm basically the Robin to your Batman. The Millhouse to your Bart.
The Leona to my Pantheon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh
my
man.
God, I got franked. Shoutouts in the chat. They know who's casting.
Make you solar flare all day. All right. We got to pause. I think somebody didn't load in.
Tony's probably like in the bathroom throwing up because he's so nervous.
Yeah, like I said, he's pretty good at quitting things. So for him to not even show up to the first 3 seconds of the game, not surprising, actually. Really not.
Yep, he hasn't even bought anything yet. I think it's safe to say that Tony has rage quit. He's actually a StarCraft player, and you know how those guys get. They're not the best team players. They're very emotional, and they think they're better than everyone. And when they get wrecked, it's just it's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. So I got a funny story here. Actually, no, I don't think I actually can tell that story. It's probably NDA. Yeah, I'm not going to tell the story, guys. I apologize. You know what always bothered me is the fact that when you're in spectator mode, you know how it shows the alt cooldown timers, right? Mm-hmm. Why does it show Phoenix Stance as Uter's alt?
Because it is Uter's alt.
No, it's not, man.
If you look at Elise and you look at Jace, there's a cooldown on it. All the same, it's on our ability.
But it's the same as any other ability, you know what I mean?
But it's the best one, obviously. Haven't you watched Trick2G's stream, Flame On, the whole,
No.
No,
I haven't.
Well, that's actually, I didn't want to say anything because I would have gone off on a tangent, but top lane Phoenix Udyr that Hotshot G used to play, and he'd like proxy in the base and take 2-3 waves at the same time, just being a Phoenix. Good times to be a CLG fan, boys. Good times.
Yeah, I'm actually right there with you. I am a big fan of CLG. A little bit sad for you that that Cloud or that TSM took that. Oh no, wait, you were going for TSM, weren't you? At the finals there.
I said that I was going for TSM. Secretly, I'm letting you guys in on this secret because you guys are my boys on the stream. I was pretending to root for TSM, but I actually wanted Cloud9 to win. And Frank actually wanted TSM to win. It was pretty funny. It was a weird thing we had going on. And he actually never gave me that $50.
Excuse me, you owe me a $5, bro.
That's true, I do actually.
Yeah. This is something we gotta work on. Okay, by the way, I do want to kind of preemptively introduce. We got a new caster coming on the stream after this one. Does he have an IGN that we can call him by?
Lord Simo. I don't like the Lord because that feels like. Have you been watching Summoning Insight at all?
No.
The running joke that they have on that show is that they'll make bets, and if somebody loses the bet, then they have to call the other person Lord. So they have to call Loco Doco Lord Loco Doco because TSM won the summer split, and the Lord Simo it makes me feel a little bit like, I lost a bet to him or something like that. I don't like that, so I'm just gonna call him Simo or maybe like El Simo or something like that.
El Simo, like EL, like as he's like a conquistador. El Simo.
See.
gonna call him Sim Simo. Please get the keys to my bimo. Okay, that's what we're going with. So happy Turbo Man. I kind of hold on. Where's the stream? Give me the stream because I don't.
Twitch.tv/esports Canada. Twitch.tv/esports Canada TV.
Oh my god, that's such a long URL.
Esports Canada TV. Speaking of which, we're gonna have some super high quality Esports Canada TV coming up on the next couple of weeks, where we'll be doing some interviews and talking to people in the scene, and you'll be able to get to see what Frank actually looks like in real life. You can tell him if you think he should keep doing that Udyr cosplay, or maybe if he should switch it to a Cho'Gath or something like that.
Yeah. I got the jawline for a Cho'Gath, though. You know, I can't deny that.
Yep.
I always like when people fit the actual cosplay. What the heck was that? What's going on right now? What just happened?
I think Patrick just got invaded by like a 1970s TV show. Oh my god, Patrick! We can hear what you're listening to.
You gotta mute there, bro.
Patrick.
I love when people type on their keyboards and they have a super sensitive mic and it just sounds like they're like nailing wood, or they're just
I have a terrible mic, but my keyboard is just so loud. Like I have the blue switches. It's my house shakes every time I write an essay. It's bad.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, man. Stability of the houses in Toronto. It's you know, you don't want to shake it up too much.
Yep. It's not California over here. We gotta be
Although,
careful. Speaking of which, I've been watching Doomsday Preppers, a show by National Geographic, and the amount of people that are terrified of earthquakes in California and are like seriously prepping it's no joke, man. That's like a huge deal over there. They're actually terrified.
Are they like predicting major tremors or something?
They're predicting like earthquakes that are like 8.0 and whatnot, but there's also people that are worried about like you know, like the global economy collapsing and solar flares and all these crazy things. It's basically just a whole bunch of neurotic people that are terrified, and instead of living their life, they're spending it all preparing for the end of the world.
I gotcha. It's they're probably so afraid of the earthquakes because me and your mom are actually planning a trip down there.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Well, I mean, that was pretty clever, actually.
I think you're gonna have to be solo cast in this game. I'm gonna pull a Tony and just walk right on out of here.
What's that? Resistance? I quit. Oh Jesus!
How are you gonna do that, man? How are you gonna do that? You've met my mom. She's a nice lady.
She is nice. She made grilled cheeses.
She made grilled cheese for all of us.
Yeah. Are you crying? It's okay.
Okay. So we've been in this pause for 8 minutes now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys haven't even realized, because this commentary is so entertaining.
It is, actually.
A summoner has reconnected.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Reconnect. That's the best noise after a pause.
Rage rejoin?
Yeah. Wait, aren't they all at an internet cafe? How does one computer go down?
During the 45 minutes that we were waiting for the stream to go live, he was probably doing things that he shouldn't be doing on his computer.
Yeah, that
downloading those hacks and wall scripts and everything like that, you know.
I gotcha. Yeah, man. We need Riot the Flash there, reffing.
We do.
So,
he is the player support guy.
But he does reffing too, though. Didn't he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I actually saw in the Road to Worlds documentary, I saw him in the background there doing his reffing. And TSM had won something and he was going nuts. Well, they were going nuts and he was just standing there like deadpan. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Right on. All right, we're rocking out in this one, and I noticed during that pause that Mundo only has 3 toes. I think that might be a hindrance to his stability in that lane.
Good
You don't want
catch, Frank.
you don't want him to trip and fall like all the characters do in Smash Brothers Brawl.
You're right, though. That is some top tier casting right there.
I'm telling you, it's.
Did you
tough,
notice how
man.
many fingers he had?
No.
Welcome
Is it only
to
4?
Summoner's Rift.
I have no idea. This is
Well,
your job.
His toe was sticking out, man. He needs new shoes. You know what'd be nice if every time you bought boots, it actually changed like the animation on your character, like you could see the boots go on. Or
Have you
like, a
have you
step
seen
further.
Have you seen the pictures though of the guys that buy? Like it's like what a champion would look like with like Infinity Edge, all that stuff, like Phantom Dancer. It looks ridiculous. Oh my God, Lee Sin Baby's gonna get first blood here. He's gonna do it.
Seconds until minions
No.
spawn.
He wussed out. This, I think that if that's telling for how that lane's gonna go, I am horrified.
Yep.
For that Zillion.
It's gonna be
although
a stomp. I'm sorry, it will.
in the
Lee Sin,
mid lane,
like that matchup is just so bad for Zillion.
and the ELOs are balanced out. So who are the top players for blue side?
Oh my God, I got ganked, and Lee Sin Baby on the red side, and on the blue side it's Boomlight and Fail Champ, I believe, who is the support player.
Wow, really? So he
Mhm.
just plays a lot of support then, I take it. Or he's just being a good guy.
Yeah,
know
I think
a
he's
lot of
fine as
the,
being a good guy.
Yeah, I know a lot of the, and I mean this isn't like a negative thing necessarily, but a lot of lower tier players they like to play their one role, and then that's kind of it. Like they don't want to be pushed off of it, which it kind of leads to some of the problems, right? Is playing at like not being able to verse yourself in other roles when you kind of have to. How are you going to learn the game if you don't know the other roles? By the way,
Yeah.
4 CS on the red team and 0 on the blue team for those couple of seconds there. Not nice.
The first time I actually did a solo queue tournament, I had to teach somebody how to play 3 different top lane champions in 2 days because they had never played top lane before, and they didn't know how to use teleport correctly and all these things. So yeah, no, it's definitely no joke. A lot of this tournament really does come down to your preparation in the day or two that you have before the tournament actually goes live.
Yeah. No, I got you. Well, I mean, I think more so than that, it's going to be the team synergy that we see
Yeah.
coming out here. How is that all going to play out when you've got players that have never played together? Fail Champ, you can see some of that top tier play coming out, man. Just rocking out, getting some damage off without the help of his ADC. Doesn't matter, man.
Yep. And that is actually a little bit of synergy missing. Here's Boomlight. He's going to be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Not actually getting the tether off, but you can see that aggression coming at Lee Sin Baby already. And there are 2 level 2s down in the bottom lane, so we might see some fighting down there too.
Yeah, you know what, though? I will hand it to Boomlight. You said he was one of the higher players. I don't think that he's going to be as high tier as the Karma here. Oh, Lancelot getting jumped on. But I don't think he's going to be as high tier. But I think that the fact that he's holding his own right now, even to the extent that he is, not bad.
Yeah, the key to that lane is just for this lane to get as much farm as he really can. And you can see that he did opt to go for that flask, and of course he's got that TP, so I'm sure he'll be able to actually farm it out. I'm being a little bit tough on him, but oh man, Tony in the top lane. Let's see how he does against this wave. I'm really interested to see how much of this CS he's able to pick up. Let's count.
All right. Yeah, this is 1, 2. Oh, not bad. Oh no, he missed the cannon. though.
Yeah.
This is
3,
like the best
okay.
part of the game. Yeah, nice. Oh no, that's 3. Oh, he's gonna miss another one. Oh, he's gonna miss that one too. 4 and 4. Ouch, that's rough.
I think that was like 4 out of 9.
I will say though, Rumble, even though he's not really in the meta right now, he is so hard to lane against as anybody, especially a melee like Mundo. I think he's gotta use that teleport to his advantage here. Oh, nice bubble, so sick.
Did you actually see the first game with Samsung Alert? Sorry, against EDG.
Yes, I
They
did.
actually did pull out the Rumble there, so
Yeah.
he's being picked up a little bit more, and I think Dyrus has played him once or twice now too. So I think he's going to be meta pretty soon.
Dyrus used to be like the guy that
Yeah,
you thought
yeah,
about
for
Rumble.
sure.
That's him.
Dyrus and Ball is definitely in the top lane.
Uh-oh, Boomlight. Man, like, Lee Sin Baby just not caring. Oh, but uses the Karma charge on the Q and misses entirely because of the minion wave. He tried, though. He tried.
He did. He went for it.
Junglers, by the way, I don't even think the spectator cam has moved to the junglers at all because they're just really not accomplishing a whole lot. Though it's tough, man. I mean, depending on what ELO these guys are, you don't know what lanes you want to gank. You don't know who's going to be able to counterplay it really nicely. You don't know what the other jungler's like and if they're going to be there to defend. It's a tough call, man.
Yep, and at these lower elos, like we were saying a little bit before, how he is taking, it looks like probably a note out of the Trick 2G stream. Trick really does have a great stream in terms of teaching people how to jungle at lower elos, and he's an Udyr and Volibear main. That's basically all he plays on stream, so that Barrel Flare style jungle coming out real early from the Udyr. We see him picking up that Madrid already, and Pikachu's trying to set up a gank here, but it looks like that's going to happen as the lane advantage is definitely in the favor of Tyranny and Fail Champ in the bottom lane. Oh, excuse me about these yawns, guys. It's I'm not used to getting up this early.
Christ. It's not that bad, man. It's not that bad.
No, I was just up late watching the World Championships.
Oh, I gotcha.
I went to bed and woke up and it was still on. I was like, oh, okay.
It's a reasonable excuse. Yeah, I just watched the rebroadcast. You gotta live that real Canadian life, though.
What's that?
Like actually living in our time zone.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm Korean at heart, obviously. You can tell by the way I play as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. I have no comeback for that because Koreans are literally impeccable at pretty much everything they do in gaming.
Yeah, when I'm doing real well, I usually just say that I'm feeling real Korean right now, and then yeah.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Dragon, possibly being thought about here, though. Dragon again. It's a global objective, man. It's going to be hard for these players to get on the ball. Jesus, that's so much damage. Okay, does the initial impact of Karma's Q do more damage if it's Karma?
Oh, Tony!
He's got the Ignite First Blood. Can't say I didn't see that coming.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Pikachu hasn't been up in that top lane, and I think he might actually rotate up there now that the summoner spells are down, and oh my god, I got ganked, but he really needs to back up his top laner. You know what, Pikachu, you gotta get up there. Tony's been doing alright in the top lane. You haven't been helping him out. He's got 22 CS, oh my god, got ganks, 53. You gotta be up there, man.
Yep.
You gotta help the weakest lane.
Oh my goodness, it's so much damage. Lee Sin, baby. Although the ultimate is now available for Zilean, I don't doubt that he's going to want to use that relatively soon. He's got himself a tier as well. Always a good idea, considering he's such a mana hog. He's probably going to need to get a Chalice as well, which it looks like he's going to be building towards with that Fairy Charm. Magic Resist also going to be super effective in a game where you've got a Rumble and a Karma just doing ridiculous burst damage.
I thought you were going to say because he's going to be crying in that lane a lot.
Yeah, well, he probably will. Good point, though. Very good point. Very strategic analysis.
Once the Zilean actually does get that blue buff, it's going to be a lot easier for him to lane against the Karma. He'll be able to wave clear, no problem, and he'll have the mana buffer to actually pop that ultimate. It's down from what it used to be. I think it used to be like 150 or 200 mana, and it's only 100 mana, 125 mana now. So.
Here we go with the fight. Really nice traps going down, forcing out the flash on Fayal Champ. Stand up. There's the ultimate, and Lee Sin Baby is going to pick up that kill. Nice rotation from Lee Sin Baby. Wasn't having it happen in the mid lane, and surprisingly, Boomlight, man, not too far behind in CS, about 9 behind, and now a kill in the pocket here for Karma. Good stuff.
Yeah, he actually got caught out doing that blue buff, and that gave Lee Sin Baby the opportunity to roam down. Udyr actually taking the blue buff is usually kind of a negative thing for the mid laner, but Lee Sin Baby making it happen for him. And again, those shields actually negating a lot of the damage from the Zilean bombs. You can see it hits hard, but if those shields are there, it's gonna, like we said, it's quite easy to soak the damage from those if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and actually, Zilean, his auto attack range is one of the longest in the game, something that a lot of people overlook. So you could see there just abusing the Udyr, and he probably could have used that a little bit more effectively against the Karma as well. Top lane, OMG, I got ganked, just hunting down, overheats, and gets Lancelot down below half HP. Brutal stuff.
Yeah, he's already picked up those double magic pen items, and he's actually maxing that E second, so you know that he is not afraid of Lancelot ALB in the top lane at all. He just trying to get those overheats and punish him every single time he does.
And that's the way to play Rumble, man. Also, taking a look at the jungle here, it looks like Elise is going to be building towards the Spectral Wraith, and we've already got a Wriggles built up here for Udyr, who's at 57 CS compared to the 34. Lancelot just taking a beating, and that's why I can't play Rumble, man. I can't figure out how to get those really nice combos off with his range there on the Q. Smart stuff from OMG. I got ganked. Luckily for him, he does have a team that will carry him through the late game, because as we all know, OMG, I got ganked. Not the hottest star in space.
Yeah, and especially with the Tristana and the Zilean coming out, their late game is basically scaled to the point of, you know, like Tristana, Mundo, Zilean, they're all kind of scale like Rise. It doesn't matter how you do, as long as you get your items at 40 minutes, it doesn't matter how many kills you have. And here's the gank in the mid lane.
Oh, Pikachu misses the E. That's not a good sign, but still a lot of damage goes off there. He does land the auto attack as well, because of that red buff burning. Good stuff. Meanwhile, Udyr up in the top lane, kind of abusive, a little bit overkill when Rumble's doing this well, 88 to 46 CS. Really doubt that he needs to be there, but in comes Elise, possibly there for the counter gank. Really good stuff. Elise gets spotted by the ward. She turns around, actually, and Udyr is spotted out as well. So it looks like Elise is just going to run away from this one, and Rumble's going to go over to go back.
Yeah, really good protection coming out of Pikachu on Elise there, making sure that his top laner wasn't going to get dove, and actually gives him a little bit of time to farm up. And with his teleport coming up as well, he is actually probably able to stay up there and be safe for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, he's just backing off here. Udyr's going to go back as well. Let's take a look at some of the items. Chalice for both those mid laners, and it looks like building straight towards the Athenes with those level 1 boots for Karma here. I don't know how Zilean has items over her. There we go. She finishes the Athenes. Just shopping now and taking a look at the gold count in that mid lane. 3,600 to 3,300. Pretty much just the kill ahead.
Yep. And there's actually quite a few different builds you can go on the Karma depending on the playstyle you're wanting to go for. Like, you can just sit on the Athenes and go into a Death Cap, or even like a Leandris, especially against something like a Mundo with a Zilean there as well. We'll see the damage he's actually able to put out, but Zilean able to outrange that tether again. That's an interesting dynamic I didn't think about it. The pink ward dropped, and Pikachu realizes that he's actually sitting on a ward, so nothing gonna be able to be done by him, at least him maybe actually not getting his second blue. He might get the tether this time. No, Boomlight getting out again. So Lee Sin maybe actually not able to put that much punishment down onto him.
Although I think if the snare does end up actually getting off, I don't doubt that that is going to be at least an ultimate burned from Zilean. It's just way too much damage coming out of this Karma right now.
Yeah, I thought with her shield that she'd be able to keep up with him. I wonder if Zilean's maxing his E second. No, he's not. He's maxing his W. So just that rank 1 on the E is actually able to outspeed that Karma shield, because she actually does max her W second. But like I was saying in that mid lane about the potential builds coming out from Karma, excuse me, she's actually able to either go for a TFG if she wants that single target burst damage, which we probably won't see this game because obviously they do have the Zilean ult. And wow, Karma actually not shielding properly, but here's the bottom lane.
Beautiful stuff, catches out Kiwi there, and they will back off. At least a flash burn though, and we can see why Fail champ, like you said, man, it's a pretty top tier player, landing those bubbles as he needs them.
Yep, and that does open up the opportunity for a dragon play. We see Pikachu able to utilize that early elite potential for killing dragon, for killing those neutral buffs, and they'll be able to pick that up pretty much uncontested, as they did catch Lee Sin Baby on a rotation back to his base, similar to the way that he caught them out when he went down to the bottom lane. Lee Sin Baby actually gets it turned around on him, and a dragon is lost for him while he goes to shop.
Yeah, I do want to point something out here, by the way. And I haven't looked up these players yet. Oh, nice damage from OMG. Actually, Pikachu finding DL Proxy here in his jungle, lands that stun. Boomlight on the back foot here also drops a bomb on him, and he will end up getting away from this one, though. DL Proxy trying to loop back around this one, has Karma in tow as well, trying to land off those auto attacks to kill off that blue. It's going to get sniped away here. Boomlight forced to use his ultimate. He's going to be coming back in a second, but Pikachu not tanky enough to hold this one off. Boomlight going to go down.
Yeah, the fail flash there as well, and it looks like they're going for the kill. The Ignite will still tick while she's in her E. And Lancelot's in trouble now too. He's probably going to get dove here. The Rumble ultimate is in fact up. He's got his ignite, he's got his flash.
Oh,
there
no.
it is.
Beautiful stuff there, and he just stands in the ultimate.
The bottom lane, he's got no flash. They could go in.
Yeah, crazy. Trying to drop a lot of damage here. I feel like Tristana could have been a little bit more aggressive there, but the turnaround potential from Leona is always scary to try to deal with. Beautiful ult, by the way, from Rumble in that top lane. Oh, and the bubbles for days. This guy, there's the ultimate coming out as well. Is Tristana going to jump? No, but forces out the ultimate from Leona as well. Crazy stuff, man. So much back and forth these last couple of minutes.
Yep, and that's definitely got the solo queue feeling, if you know what I'm talking about. There's a whole lot of action all over the game, and actually not a single kill picked up for Team Lancelot ALB yet.
No, that's a little sad. Do they actually have team names, by the way?
It's usually just their team captain. And I do believe that Tony is actually the captain of that team, and I do believe Lisa and BAYBEE would be the captain. I think it actually is probably Team Boomlight, but I'm just going to call it Team Lancelot ALB from now on, because I'm such a big Tony fan. Tristana picking up that eye edge at about 16 minutes, which is, to be fair, a little bit slow. She hasn't picked up any kills in the middle lane. Uh-oh, we got some damage going on a Boomlight. The snare drops, but he realizes that that jungler is hanging around the mid lane, and he doesn't want to go too aggressive, but you can see the poke damage coming out. It looks like he will be going for that Leandries, if not now, a little bit later.
Yeah. And definitely some interesting item choices here across the board. Feral Flare already finished for Udyr. I really like that. Just farming his way through. 101 CS to 53. Elise in Baby, though, takes a little bit of damage here in the mid lane. Udyr rotates mid as well, while Elise is down bot, where he will be spotted. I wanted to finish my point from earlier, though. Have not looked up these teams, but I feel like the junglers may not be the best players. Top lane, though, Flame's going down. But anyways, there's a little bit of inconsistencies happening within that jungle. I think they could have been a little bit more effective throughout the game, and it's odd to see how they're kind of playing this one out. Boomlight uses his ultimate. In comes Pikachu with the flash and the missed stun, as I was talking about the junglers here. Crazy.
Yeah, generally what you want to do against a Feral Flare jungler is either gank non-stop and really make things happen for your team, or invade against that Udyr, because he's not going to have the same kind of dueling capabilities you will early as an Elise. They might have ganks caught up here. We'll see if they can actually turn it up.
There we go. Pikachu, just simple gank, pulls that one together. Pikachu almost going down, though. Lancelot also pretty low here. In comes Lisa and BAYBEE. Perfect Q. Also gets that red buff. Might get the slow off, but no, they will walk away from this one. Zilean comes up towards that top lane as well. Lots of action happening here. 1-6, as we had a pretty slow start to this game. Really impressive stuff. There's the bubble and the ultimate and the exhaust, actually. Tyranny definitely going to be able to pick this one up. Needs that ultimate to come out, though. There it is. Fires off the back of that auto attack. Zilean in the bottom lane as well. Tristana jumping forward here. Don't know if I like that. She's going to have to get out of that one. Flashes away for that last tower shot. Picks up the kill. Really good stuff. And now it looks like blue side doing a lot of damage here. Udyr tries to defend, but pretty sweet turnaround here. 24,000 and 27.6.
Yep, and they did get that first dragon, so they are definitely in the game still. 3-6, like you said. 3 kills in about a minute and a half there. Pretty good response coming out of Team Boomlight.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Lancelot, though, up in the top lane, still kind of feeling the hurt there. Half the CS of his opponent pretty much all game. Does not feel very good. Meanwhile, it's still looking like Karma is just trying to drop fools. Pikachu goes up, comes down, and gets a Q to the face. Ignite as well. Will it be enough? It will, but with the Zilean ultimate, he's going to be able to turn away from this one. Q misses. Ultimate hits from Jinx, but they will back off of this one. I think Jinx getting a little ahead of herself there again, kind of showing a little bit of the, I think, lack of experience against some higher tier players here. But regardless, still lands that damage, and at least sticking around here, that might come into play in a minute. Dragon, meanwhile, 36 seconds away.
Yeah, and with, oh my god, I got ganked in the bottom lane here, you can really tell that they do want to compete for that dragon. Up in the top lane, Lancelot ALB does have his teleport, but his team might die before he can use it.
Yeah, here we go. Leona ultimate comes out, but it lands only on her own teammates, interestingly enough. In comes the Rumble ultimate. That's how you engage a fight. DL Proxy trying to charge forward here. Does he have flash? No, he doesn't, but he jukes the stun. Gets hit by the bubble, of course, as Fail Champ lands all of the bubbles. Mundo up in that top lane. He does have teleport available, so he could come down to defend, but 4 characters super low and really no tank outside of the Mundo on this team right now. Dragon gonna be the next target.
Yeah, and unfortunately, because Team Boomlight did get pushed so far into their own base, they don't even really have a response available to push the mid lane or even drop any wards or anything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually rotate down into that bottom lane after doing this Dragon, because they did clear out all the site. However, looks like Lisa and BAYBEE is the only one that's thinking that way. We'll see if he's able to pick up a kill.
Never falter.
Yeah,
They know something's up.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, Karma. Jesus, so much damage. She could speed herself up. She's not going to do so. Still 4 characters in the bot, though. They might just continue this push here. It looks like Rumble had to go up towards that top lane, and he's just going to push that one out. He did lose his turret in exchange for the Dragon, which usually is an even exchange, but considering they already have top turret down for themselves, I would say that Dragon is definitely in favor of red side.
Yeah, and when we take a look at the actual farming this game, because it's not, you know, LCS level CSing the LCS level CSing. I never even thought about that before. That's funny. Anyways, the Tristana power spike is going to be a little bit lower or slower than we're normally used to. It's not going to be coming out at, you know, like the 30-minute mark. It'll probably be more like the 35-minute mark when she's actually able to pick up that Bloodthirster on top of the static shift. So they've got about 10 minutes, I'd say, 10-15 minutes before Team Lisa and BAYBEE is going to be in trouble. And they're trying to make stuff happen here. Unfortunately, yeah, she misses her Q, but it's the right idea. The CC missing coming out of Nami, unfortunately. But what I'm trying to say, simply the Jinx all coming out, is that there is basically a timer for Team Lisa and BAYBEE. They need to pick up these kills, and they really need to. Oh, man.
Oh, God. So much damage. Lisa and BAYBEE just rocking it out here. There's the slow coming down from the Leona, popping that ultimate, and again, just not as impressive of an ultimate as it could be. Bomb landing onto Kiwi here. So much damage, also spreading to some of her teammates. DL Proxy forced to run away from this one. And seeing the red team run is kind of an impressive feat. Coming out of the blue side, there's the Rumble ultimate again. That's how you engage. DL Proxy flashing forward, forced to land, no wraiths to jump to. That's going to be a dead spider. A dead Boomlight as well, as he had to use his ultimate earlier. And actually, Elise actually comes back from the Zillion, flashes over the wall. Lisa and BAYBEE, though, has something to say about it. We'll pick up that kill.
So basically, the point that I was trying to make was that there is a timer for Team Lisa and BAYBEE to really get this game largely in their favor, because the late game potential coming out of Team Boomlight is much superior to that coming out of Team Lisa and BAYBEE here. So we really need to see them keep pushing this advantage. The gold lead is only about 6k, and that's not really a big deal. They don't have any real answers for the Tristana other than the Rumble. And if they can't really close this game out, or at least build their advantage significantly in the next couple of minutes, we're going to see a swing back in the favor of Team Boomlight, and really the opportunity for them to come back in this game.
Yeah, they are going to be kind of struggling through this one, as the blue side is down still 7,000 gold. Such a huge lead at 23 minutes, but I mean, in solo queue, you don't really see the gold differences, and if your team is down, 7k is actually not that bad, all things considered. So we are just going to have to see some grouping, and that's what it comes down to. I remember watching a stream a while back that Hotshot was doing, and he said the most important thing you can do, and the hardest thing to accomplish in a solo queue game, is just a group. Does not matter how far you're down behind. If you have 4 characters against, there's 5 characters against 4, or against 3, or 2, or 1, that is a huge advantage. Doesn't matter how much the enemy team is fed. Those extra abilities, that extra synergy is going to work out much, much nicer for the team that's grouped. We will see who does it first, who accomplishes what, based on their pushes.
Yeah, no, I really do feel like... Yeah, okay, I was worried there for Pikachu, but I really do feel like if they're able to hold this siege here, they really do have a really good chance of coming back in this game. I have faith in Tyranny, in the ability that he has to play this Tristana. She's such a good late game character, especially with the Mundo, especially with the peel coming out from Fail Champ. especially with the percent damage coming out on Pikachu, and of course the scaling out of Mundo. Oh my
god. Oh my goodness, so much damage from a distance. Oh my god.
Yeah, that huge power spike coming out of Lee Sin Baby. Look at that, 6-0-3 now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are. Even Fail Champ here, one of the top players, going down, just getting dropped from a distance here. Can't predict that. Trying to just chisel these guys off of this turret. It's going to be homoerotic dropping down that turret, and Boomlight getting jumped on here as well. Ultimate goes down onto Lancelot. He's going to get smoked out. There's the ultimate from Jinx from the background, still fighting away on the inhibitor. I kind of wish Jinx would have joined this fight. Probably would have went a lot better for them, but Jinx is going to get dropped now. Lee Sin Baby as well. Wow, and that is a major
That's what I'm talking about.
When your team's not on the same page, you got a 5v4, you should have all your members there. Abuse that.
Oh, no.
TL Proxy trying to run away from this one. Tyranny being sped up. The crit's just not hitting home. I'm so depressed. Tyranny trying to move forward here. He's going to have that jump off cooldown very, very shortly. Uses the Q. And yeah, just lands that kill. But that's the problem. Jinx was in the background doing nothing for her team, only hitting that inhibitor. They do end up picking that one up, but in the end, was that really worth it? I don't know here, Jackson. I just don't know.
That's exactly what I was talking about. They did get the inhibitor down, which was a big thing for them. They need that so that they can pressure Baron and so they can pressure the other objectives on the map. However, Triss actually picking up 4 kills there, I believe it was. That's huge. That was an unofficial quadra. That's a ton of gold on her. She's able to finish up her Shiv and start working on that last Whisper. And as soon as she gets that, she'll be able to cut through pretty much the entire team. There's not a whole lot of armor on that team. We'll see probably the Zonias coming out of Rumble pretty soon, but it's going to be completed around the same time as that last Whisper. And Triss, along with the Zillion, along with the Mundo, is going to be a problem. Mundo is so good against double AP teams. Unfortunately, he decided to go for that Sunfire Cape early, which actually is a pretty big mistake coming out of Lancelot AP. He really needed to pick up that Spirit Flush and probably, what's it called? Warmogs after that. However, with that inhibitor down, they still have a huge advantage. The gold lead is still pretty significant. However, they've got to pick in the top lane and see if they can kill him.
Yeah, OMG, I got ganked down below half HP, just getting chiseled away here, and now he is showing his true colors. As to why I rip on him all the time. Lee Sin Baby takes a couple bombs here. Boomlight puts himself in his own ultimate. Pikachu repels away. Perfect timing, but this is Tristana is just not around right now. Finally steps into the fight, dropping this Leona very, very quickly here. That kill is going to go down. DL Prox getting chiseled away here as well. But Lee Sin Baby, if he can stay alive, he's going to be able to kite these guys off from a distance here with those brutal Qs. Lancelot chasing forward as well. Q going out there is just barely going to miss. We know how much damage those Qs do. Meanwhile, though, on the Nexus here, you can see Lee Sin Baby deciding to stick around here. Tyranny trying to go back in that brush. Very sneaky stuff, and he will find his way home as he does need to defend his Nexus right now. Pikachu getting chased down. DL Proxy using that bear form, trying to move up. Bomb goes on to Pikachu as well. Just in case he dies, that bomb will proc. But stun goes out. Or no, he's trying to get the damage off. Another Zillion ultimate, though. Those cooldowns are wild. And Pikachu, not enough mana, does not want to stick around in this fight. Flashes over that wall. And Tristana does defend, but not before losing a Nexus turret.
This is the problem. Even though they have kind of made that power spike almost at the 30-minute mark, she has picked up her last Whisper. Unfortunately, they have so much minion pressure in their base, and if they can't contain that, if they can't handle it, even though they're making these picks, it's not going their way. They aren't able to actually chase down the team. There isn't enough hard CC to lock them down. Everyone on that team is just so fast with that Karma speed up that they can kind of avoid the team fights, avoid the Tristana, and just wait for that minion wave to do their dirty work for them.
Yeah, really, really crazy stuff. And I'm very impressed with the pace of this game. Still, though, the lead kind of slowly increasing here for Red side. They are picking up even more of a golden advantage. And last time I mentioned it was 7K. Now it's floating around 8,100. Good stuff from these guys, but they're not grouping. You can see Pikachu just random fight off to the side here, randomly taking in a blue buff for... Excuse me, for the Karma. They got a group here and kind of figure out a way to just peel some objectives off here. It's nice that they got the inhibitor down, but they're not using it. They could be baroning, they could be taking ward control over that area. DL Proxy almost getting snagged up here. And again, I mean, OMG, I got ganked. We've seen in the past, he's very good at telling his team how to carry him. It's just not happening right now.
The problem here is that a lot of the gold is actually onto the Karma, and because she is sort of that short-range tank killer with that Leandries, she's not going to really be able to answer to Tyranny on that Tristana. His range is just so safe as he keeps leveling up. He's at 15 now, so he's almost capped at his range. Unless he can like flash in there and get a tether and get a catch or something like that on the Tristana, he won't really be able to kill him before the rest of his team goes down. So we'll see. They start up the Baron and they're looking for an engage, however they're looking the wrong way. The team is over to the right side of the Baron looking towards that mid lane tower, and they might rush that down instead of trying to contest the Baron right now, forcing Team Lee Sin BAYBEE into that mid lane, and we're probably going to see a fight here, though. They are moving down towards trying to get that kite off. However, you can't outrun a Karma with her team being sped up. Here's the engage.
Here we go, Rumble ultimate comes across, doesn't really do a ton of damage though, and flashes over the Nami ultimate. Nobody is getting hit by that wave. In they go, Pikachu forced to repel, Lancelot trying to get some damage off. Pikachu going down here, Leona ultimate only hits the Mundo. Meanwhile, it's just Rumble chewing characters up. Lancelot in the middle of the group here, trying to pick up some damage. It's not really going too well. The ultimate goes down, and Boomlight about to be dropped here. He flashes over the wall. Tristana though comes back alive, jumps into the middle of the fight here, and will be dropped. Udyr the only one to go down here. Meanwhile, Boomlight the only one to stay alive. Let's see what they do now. This is the crucial moment. They have to do something with 4 characters to 1.
Mundo actually played pretty well in that fight. He zoned out quite a few members on the team. Unfortunately, Udyr did an even better job of that. He took on single-handedly the AD carry and the AP carry coming out of Team Boomlight, and he was able basically just to run at them for about 15 seconds. And Tristana took a long time to kill him, unfortunately. So really good play by him, but Zillion's got the potential to make it snap here.
He's got the second bomb on Kiwi right now, and does he have his own ultimate? He does not use it. I don't know if he knows how Karma works, but he at least picks up a kill. Red team picks up the Baron here, and Pikachu now comes in. Is he going to kill him? Yeah, got ganked. Very nicely done. He does pick that one up. Fail champ. Meanwhile, getting those slows down. TP for Lancelot. Is this going to go down? Nice Q there from Lee Sin BAYBEE. Drops the Karma. Meanwhile, though, Lancelot is ulting here. He's going to be able to catch up. Nice Q landing, but he decides to back off. I'm not sure if he expected Udyr or the Leona to be around, but wuss is out. Quits halfway through.
Lee Sin BAYBEE absolutely just using his skill difference to really carry this game. He's simply hard carrying on that champion. 12, 1, and 5, 230 CS. He's the huge problem in this game. Picking up probably bring him up to that 40% mark. Actually, he sold the Morellos, but he's still got the quite a bit of CDR now. With that blue buff, he will be capped. And he's sitting at 640 AP right now. So yep, those Qs hit pretty hard. And with all of that magic pen as well, he's able to pretty much shred everybody on that team if he can get to them.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty gnarly here. I do think, though, the later this game goes on, the more likely it is that blue side's going to be able to come back in this one. They certainly are behind right now, 13 to 18. 7 turrets down in favor of the red side to 4 for blue. 10,000 gold, actually 10,500 gold in the lead. 500 gold, always significant. But they will come through on this one. Pikachu just getting blasted by Karma. I gotta see that Q, man. It's doing just base. It's doing about 600 damage here. Nasty, nasty stuff. And then an extra 300 damage coming off of the Karma stack. Brutal, brutal stuff. And then another 700 if the extra hit lands. Lancelot gets caught out here. Leona ultimate has not stunned a single time this game. Lands on there. Lancelot in the middle of this team, trying to drop some cool. Tyranny allowed to do a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, Lancelot actually the one ulted here. Really nice choice there, but double kill. Zillion goes down. DL Proxy jumping forward there, picks up the Tristana, and this is a huge fight in favor of red team. In fact, I don't doubt that they'll be able to end this one. Fail champ almost getting dropped here. Nice dodge and nice bubble. Man, Fail champ so impressive here. Yeah, wow. Very, very nice game here, and red team just decides, you know what, guys, it's time to group. If they would have done it 10 minutes ago, probably would have had the same result.
Unfortunately, because Lancelot LB did get caught there, and they did have to fight a team of Baron, that's what happens. And game going over to Team Lee Sin BAYBEE, so GG by them, picking up the first win of the day.
And a really good attempt though coming out of Team Boomlight. They had the potential to win that game. That Tristana was super strong, and the potential was there. And unfortunately, they just couldn't convert it into a win.